Since I became chief, we've taken two major trips back to Ohio. And by major trips, I mean that we have had tour buses, and we've filled both of those tour buses, that other people, other tribal members want to go back as much as I do. But I knew so little that I couldn't even plan where we should go or what we should do, that I could ask some small questions and give some direction, but when they would say, well, what counties do you want to visit, or even what people do you want to connect back to, I wasn't able to give that answer. And quite honestly, probably very few people, if any, in my tribe could have done that. And I love Oklahoma. Oklahoma is where we are, where we want to stay, where we are content, is our homeland now. Nevertheless, there's still a part of the heart that knows my elders, my ancestors, my history did not come just from Oklahoma. It came from Ohio, and that makes a special place in my heart for that special place. And I want to connect with that. And I want to, I'm eager in many ways, but I'm burdened in many ways. I'm burdened by knowing that there's a part back there that I don't know what is. I'm burdened by knowing that that my tribe, that our people have human remains back there that something should be done with, and we haven't done with them. And so in the one sense, I feel an immense failure, because I've been chief 5 years now. I should have been able to accomplish something there. And I don't feel that I'm much closer now than I was when I became chief 5 years ago. This is a situation that we shouldn't just let sit. This is a situation that oftentimes there are many things that Native Americans and different tribes don't agree upon, but this is something we all agree upon. Our human remains should not be sitting on shelves, and yet we can't seem to come together to put those pieces together to know how to do something about that. And 5 years has passed. How much longer is it going to take? And who's going to be able to do this? So Ohio is the answer there. That part has to be taken care of. And so I have to know my history. I have to connect with people there in Ohio, because they are actually a great deal as responsible as I am. Because I can't do that alone, or another tribe can't do that alone. We have to work together, and so there is a connection there. Maybe I feel it more than I can explain it. It seemed like every place that I went in Ohio, when I first went there, and it was such an emotional experience for me that there was a light rain everywhere I went, and I reflected upon that, and I thought upon that. And I came to the conclusion that maybe the Creator had planned that for me, because there was such hurt. We were driven away. It's almost like, I don't want you. We had trouble deciding, was that the president that did that? How much did the people feel that way? Do the people in Ohio still feel that way? Would they welcome us back? How would they treat us? And it was almost as though Creator had to prepare a gentle, gentle rain to start washing away the pain, and to remove that hurt, and to remove it in a way that there's not bitterness now, but rather that there's openness. And I want to be with you, and I want to know that you want me there, and that you want us there, and that we share that history, and we both want to protect that history, to keep that. When we went to Wapatomica, we were the first ones, the first Shawnees who had been there in 211 years. There wasn't a dry eye anywhere. And when I explained about the rain, and that maybe it was good that it was gentle, and it was good that it was washing away the pain, one of the elders came up and put her arms around me, and she said, I like to think that those are the tears from our ancestors in heaven. who are looking down, and that they are being with us, and that they are rejoicing with us rather than our being sad about it, that they are rejoicing with us. So when I think of Ohio, I always think of that gentle mist, and I think of that land. I also have to say, being a farmer here in Oklahoma, and particularly where I live, I can't do anything without picking up rocks after rocks after rocks. And I am just so elated when I go to Ohio and I can stick something in the ground and there's dirt and it goes down in, and I think, no wonder my ancestors loved this place. No wonder they settled here. So it's, and I am so very impressed with the way people keep their lands and people keep their yards there in Ohio. It's a beautiful state, a beautiful state.